Hello NYWCites, I am the administrator of the NYWC message board, Robert Lottie. Draw the Line 2016 is in the history books, and what a great show as NYWC delivers again. The show kicks off with a Devil's Outlaw Stockade coming to the ring with Absolute Alvin, King Mega, Ultimo Maya, Crusher Dugan, Angelo Andrews, Boo and Bam Sullivan, and Devil Doll. And Stockade said, that Alvin came to him for a favor, mentioned that Crusher Dugan is not going to be needed anymore, as Crusher's now managing Angelo Andrews. I forgot what Stockade went on to mention, but eventually Aiden Bale comes out and challenges Stockade to a match right then and there, and just about everybody leaves ringside, and after a competitive matchup, Stockade defeats Aiden Bale to retain the heavyweight championship. Second match of the evening saw the Big O challenge Tyler Murphy for the Fusion Championship, which saw Tyler Murphy defeat the Big O by countout to retain the Fusion title. Tyler takes the microphone after the match, and he tells Big O to get to the back of the line. And I'm very surprised that match happened so early in the show. Next, we saw Bull James defeat Maxwell Jacob Feinstein, who was accompanied to the ring by General Romero. Then it was time for a tag team gauntlet match, where the winning team would become number one contenders for the tag team championship. The first leg of the gauntlet saw the Benson Bros, CJ and Rad Brad, defeat Fella Twins, Rick Cataldo and Eddie McQueen. Then the Benson Bros defeated Anthony Lacerra and Jesse Vane. Benson Bros then defeated Flawless Blake Morris and Man of Steel Mike Verna. TJ Marconi and the Rogue Anthony Gagone with Brooke Danielle then defeated the Benson Bros. Then out comes Mouse, who was the final entrant of the tag team gauntlet match, and during this match, Bull James comes out, and he eventually gets to the apron, and he gets tagged in, and Bull James and Mouse win the gauntlet match to become number one contenders to the NYWC Tag Team Championship. Up next, it was time for the Cuffed and Caged match. Second one in NYWC history, as we saw J-Red, Irish, and GIT accompanied to the ring with that young lady who was attacked last month. They took on Absolute Alvin, Ultimo Maya, and King Mega. And eventually it came down to just J-Red and Alvin, as Irish, GIT, Maya, and King were all in the cage and handcuffed to it. Eventually Alvin gets hold of the young lady, and J-Red tries to hold her back, but then she low blows J-Red, and it was all a ruse, and she had been in Alvin's pocket all this time, and J-Red is taken to the cage, and he's cuffed by the lady, and Alvin, King Mega, and Ultimo Maya win Cuffed and Caged too. After that, it was time for intermission after a chaotic matchup. The action resumed with Crusher Dugan's newest charge, Angelo Andrews, going one-on-one with JT Kaysen. JT took the microphone and offered a mannequin challenge for everybody, but eventually, Angelo, I guess, was not too pleased about it, as he made short work of JT gaining a submission victory. Then it was time for a five-way scramble match, which saw Randy Summers with Brandon Watts defeat Mike Orlando with Anna Teresa, Chainsaw Joe Gacy, John Silver, and Apollyon. Very good five-way matchup. Next, we saw the Hounds of Hatred, Boo and Bam Sullivan, defeating the Spirit Squad, Mike Mondo and Kenny Doan, to regain the Tag Team Championship. And then in our main event of the evening, we saw Maxwell Belvedere in his butler attire come out, and I forgot that song Celine Dion did with Andre Bocelli. That Alex Reynolds was like his first theme when he was doing the rich man character. And he took on Premier Athlete Tony Nese, and Nese's final match in NYWC before being a full-time WWE member. And they had a great matchup, and I think like 2 referees were knocked out. Eventually, King Mega went after Nese. Apollyon hits the ring, attacks Mega. Mike Verna, Blake Morris, John Silver, and Jesse Vane all interfere. They all end up in that big cage, which was used for the Cuffed Cage match. Nese jumped off the top of the cage, knocking everybody down. Eventually, Nese gets the victory. And eventually, Shane, John Curtis, Forge, and just about the whole roster come out and give him quite a send-off. And I do have to say the Premier Athlete will be missed. And to all you WWE lovers out there that plan on jumping on his bandwagon, I would like to say that I got to see him when he started back in November of 2005 as he went one-on-one with Spider, and boy, did he blossom into quite the wrestler he is today. Now, it's on the personal notes. It was great sitting. Welcome back, Jessica. And her sister Leanne, who were sitting with me for this one. Great seeing John, Shane, Forge, Kyle. Wish we could have talked at intermission. No, it's a lot of. This was really a big crowd. There were people standing for this one. After the event was all said and done, we ventured down to Twisted Shamrock, right by a Babylon train station. And there was karaoke there, and by the way, to that one bartender who took my order, are you the one under the Twisted Shamrock Babylon profile? I'm wondering if that's you or not, because since you saw me and said the show ran kind of late. But of course, DJ Brent was there with Long Island Karaoke, and I couldn't believe this one couple singing the theme from Dirty Dancing, and I guess they had too much to drink. Shane and King Mega were singing Ebony and Ivory. I don't know if Shane didn't know the words or what the deal was there. Brooke Danielle, Devil Doll, and Willow Nightingale, they were singing, I forgot the name of the song, but it was a song by the band No Doubt, which was led by Gwen Stefani. I got up to sing Billy Joel's All About Soul. And also got to sing How Do You Talk to an Angel by The Heights, which was actually the name of a television show from the early 90s, and I think the song was a little more successful than the show. And Larry Legend, man, I wish you could have filmed us dancing the whole way instead of just a peak ski, as the late Gorilla Monsoon would say. And Man of Steel, Mike Verna, thanks for taking that photo as it was happening. Can't wait to see it. Great seeing Jim Lundis. Don't think I forgot about you, man. So many people came out to the roster, came out to this after party, and I guess it's a tradition of them to sing Aerosmith's Don't Want to Miss a Thing. Maybe I'll dance with Jessica with that next time we're there for karaoke and such. NYWC return. Well, they just not only return, but present their last hurrah of 2016 as they present Tour de Circus on Saturday night, December 17th, which happens to be 2 days before my birthday. I would like to see the Hounds of Hatred defend the tag team title against Bull James and Mouse. I'd like to see Big O against Tyler Murphy for the Fusion Championship with no count out. Can't really think of any other matches I'd like to see right now, but sure hope this will be quite a show to round out 2016 and what a 2016 NYWC has had. Let's see, what else can I think of here? Yeah, Larry Legend I mentioned, Lundus. Wow. Looking back on the karaoke, I wanted to do How Do You Talk to an Angel for so long. Can't believe I've got that. I finally didn't expect to be dancing with Jessica for that one. Da, 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 da. Yeah, definitely going to be a great show, and only NYWC just keeps getting stronger, bigger, harder. Uh, like nothing but nowhere to go but up. But how far up could everybody go? But I mean, this is the one promotion I can't believe this is the one indie I believed in. And for those wondering, that I will mention something. I'm sure people would die to know about how I came up with the message board, and I think someday I will have a video about that. Someday, folks, I'm not sure. But in the meantime, NYWC rules.